Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are fine. I'm okay. So yeah guys, I have been craving this soup. It's not a Cameroonian soup, it's Nigerian soup, I think from the Calabar people, but in Cameroon we call them ERU. So this is one of the first soups that I ate from the Nigerians, because I grew up with Igbo and Calabar people as my neighbors. So I used to have this Calabar mama or auntie that would make this soup, and I so loved it because it's almost like ERU, but then it's not ERU. You are going to see, for Cameroonians, you are going to see why it's not ERU, but you use ERU and water leaf. So but because I do not have water leaf, I'm going to be using spinach. So yeah, for my Afang soup, of course you need your beef. You can use any beef of your choice, as salted as you want. So right here I have cow beef. Excuse me guys, I'm having heartburn. So there I have my goat, my cow beef. You can use goat, you can use whatever. I have cow. Here I have my kanda, what the Nigerians they call pomo. And here I have a little bit of pork ribs as well, just because I love the flavor in my soup. And also here I have some smoked fish. You can use any smoked fish of your choice. And I have here some crayfish. I'm going to blend part of it, and the other one I'm just going to crush it because I like to see chunks of crayfish in my soup. So I'm going to blend part, and the other one I will crush. And then of course here I have my habanero pepper. Here I have seasoning cube, and then one of the main thing here, this is the, I think they call it okazi. I don't know if it's Igbo people or the Afang leaves for the Calabar people. Correct me if you're Nigerian, but I think that is it. But us Cameroonian, this is the leaf we call ERU. This is what we use to make ERU. So yeah, I have just, you can see the quantity is not that much. That's my ERU there. And of course you need your salt, you need your palm oil, and then the other main ingredient you need are water leaves. But I do not have water leaves, so I'm using fresh spinach for this one. If you want to try this, I'll advise you to use fresh spinach and not frozen spinach, because fresh spinach gives the soup, it makes it almost the same like if you had used water leaf. And fresh spinach is always the best. It's a bit expensive, but it's always the best. So yeah, I have 2 packets of I think one is 400 grams, one is 450 grams. So I have 900. I have 2 packets of 450 grams. That is 900 grams of spinach. And my ERU is like, my ERU can be like 300 grams of spinach, but your ERU does not need to be much. It needs to be smaller, much more smaller than your water leaf. Okay, so guys, after washing my meat, I'm going to boil everything together. This how you call it, kanda or pomo, I had pre-cooked it, so that's why I'm putting it together with my beef. But if your kanda was still very raw, you want to go ahead and boil that first to cook for a while before you add your meat, because that will take a longer time to get cooked than the meat. So but I'm putting everything in here because I had pre-cooked that. So I'm going to add my ribs as well. And then to season this, I don't use onion or garlic or anything. I just use salt and Maggi cube. I don't use onion. You can go ahead and use onion if you want, but for my soup I don't use it. And I'm just going to set it like that on the fire without water, because the meat is going to bring out water. When the water is out, if it's not enough, then I'll add water. But for now, I'm just going to set this like this on the cooker. So while our meat is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and wash my spinach. You have to make sure you wash this really good, because sometimes it has sand in it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, wash my spinach thoroughly until I'm satisfied that it's clean, then I'll chop it into little portions. So I've washed my spinach. I'm just gonna chop it. Just chop it into tiny portions. So now you want to go ahead and wash your ERU thoroughly, because this thing is dirty. You can see the water, how dirty the water is. So you want to wash this to be very clean. And pick out things like this. Take out the, I don't know if you guys can see, things like this. Take them out. So I just use like a sieve to try to pick up every vegetable from the water. And you want to wash it with plenty water, so that if there is sand, the sand is going to sink at the bottom of your sink or whatever recipient you're using to wash it. Guys, can you see how dirty that water is? Because these things, they grow in the forest. So I'm just gonna throw this right. So you can see our meat has cooked until there's little or no water. So now I'm just gonna add my spinach, because the spinach is going to produce a lot of water, or your water leaf, depending on what you're using. You want to make sure there is little or no water in your meat before you add your spinach. Then just cover it like for 2 minutes, and the spinach is gonna sink a little bit, so you can add your other ingredients. So I'm just gonna let that cook for 2 minutes. So now it's like 2 minutes later. You can see that everything has reduced a bit. So now I'm just going to add my dry fish, my blended crayfish. You can also go ahead and add your chili. I'm just going to add a little bit because I'm eating with my son. I didn't put all my crayfish now. The other one is still at the side, the not so blended one. It's still there. So you can see already the amount of water that is coming out from the spinach. And then taste for seasoning. Perfect. So while that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and blend my ERU. So here is my ERU that I have washed. I'm going to go ahead and blend it. So now our water leaf or our spinach has been cooking for like 3 minutes, and you can see the amount of water that is in the pot. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna try. You can't see, but we have water in the pot. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add my Afang, or my ERU, or my okazi. Guys, the aroma in my kitchen, oh god. And the amount of palm oil you add is up to you. It comes out like caca. So now I'm going to add one more seasoning cube because I tasted. Remember to taste for seasoning, because when you were boiling the meat you used some salt and Maggi. What was left in the blender, I'm just going to rinse and add it. Then I'm going to cover this and let it cook again for like 5 more minutes. It's a very easy soup to prepare, guys. So you can see without adding water, you can see how soupy it is. So now I'm just going to add my crushed crayfish. I like to add that at the end. And then some more. Like I said at the beginning, the amount of oil you add is up to you. I love my afang very soupy, and I'm happy. That's why I use a lot of spinach. If you don't want it very soupy like this, you can use less spinach. I really like it with a lot of spinach because it's very healthy. So guys, there is our final product. Our soup is ready. I'm just gonna serve this right now. Oh my god, I'm salivating. There's saliva in my mouth. I can't even talk. I can't wait to eat, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, share this video, and also please do subscribe if it's your first time on my channel. And see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed, y'all. Bye. Oh my Jesus, guys, this is lekker.